Mental health. The first thing that comes to mind growing up, one didn't ever hear of this word mental health. No one spoke about it. I don't think it was a topic that was even allowed to be discussed, and everything was hush hush. If anyone was not quite there, they were dismissed as cuckoo, crazy, not strong enough if you are not able to have a control on your emotions. But I don't think anybody ever thought it important to take them to a particular doctor. And mental health today in the COVID times is frankly at its worst because of anxiety and depression, especially with every age group. The young feel they have no future, the old have lost their savings, the middle-aged don't have jobs and have to take care of their young. It's a true time of understanding why mental health is so important, and for us all to be aware as a society, what can we do to help? And it's about talking about it, understanding it. But I have to say that being in the United States and believing in equality and independence and non-discrimination, gender equality, gender parity, I still have a question though, that would you want somebody with severe mental health disabilities to be taking care of your child? I think that person should be given help, care. We should have a healthcare system that provides for them. But when you have the Equality Act, which came about in 2010, which says no pre-employment questions can be asked regarding someone's mental health, I don't think I'm too comfortable with that, because why should I not want to know what that person is capable of doing, and then are they capable of taking care of my young child? I think that should also be a person's right. And I am totally for doctors to assess it and not to discriminate. We should have more employee assistance programs. And America Disabilities Act does not allow the person who has a mental depression problem to be fired if the employer finds out. So I think it's better if someone came out and said, this is my problem. Now it's true, 1 out of 5 still would not be given that job. So it's a dilemma that yes, we need to have them cohesively join in mainstream work, give them assistance, give them doctors, give them affordable medical care so that they're not further depressed looking at the bill. And I don't say that facetiously, because healthcare in America has become so expensive that you're wondering, will I get more depressed when I get my bills? Is it something that I can afford? And we take care of our physical form. You check your weight, you check your cardiovascular, your oxygen levels. Have we checked, along with that, our mental health? Are we able to walk into society and have friends and make friends? Are we comfortable with who we are? Are we comfortable in what money we have? Are we comfortable if whoever we are, we're not judged by people? How many of us can turn around saying, you don't like who I am? I like who I am. You don't determine who I am. I determine who I am. I'm mentally in a frame of being comfortable saying, I'm happy. I'm content. I'm content with what I have. I don't have to pretend I'm someone else. I don't have to satisfy everyone else. There is no peer pressure. There's no anxiety. I don't need to do substance abuse. I don't have depression where I feel I can't talk to anyone. I don't have depression to say, if I say I'm depressed, I'm going to be judged. These are such important things, especially in America, where $71 billion is spent on the mental health care. And yet it is the most expensive, more than cardiovascular. The countries that have the least mental health care and the most expensive, with the highest numbers, is China, India, and USA. between bipolar, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, which is rampant during the time of COVID. And if we could only understand that if we keep healthcare, but in that mental health care is so vital and provided for everyone, not have it as a stigma saying so and so has a mental condition, but to understand it. That is absolutely key in bringing together all the forces that will give good mental health care and provide the employer as well as the employee with a system that works for both without any judgment. And everyone addresses that if we don't today look at mental health care, whether it's for the upper class, the middle class, the poor, we are going to have a lot more crime, a lot more suicide, substance abuse, drugs. They're all offshoots of it. And nor can we say, oh, the rich children have it and it's called affluenza. Yes, they do, but we do need to do something about it. That is mental health care. And if we have that, we will have a healthier society and maybe healthier politicians out there. And I'd like to end this with a thought that if we had the ability to take care of mental health, but if also some employers could have been given the right to check, we wouldn't have had necessarily so many shootouts or pilots who are bringing down airplanes and risking the lives of either passengers, co-workers, or school bus drivers. So I do feel that both sides of the system have to work in hand so that we're not using this law of equal act, to safeguard the person with the depression, but then risking people. We need to provide healthcare for them, but we do need to know so that people are not flying aircrafts with medication. We really need to work towards this and divert money more into mental health care.